All right, sit rep. We've got update 26.121, which comes out to PUBG PC live servers next week, October 11th, bringing Erangel 3.0 Remaster, the KFC bundle, tactical gears back, all kinds of stuff we're going to go over today. We're first going to take a look at the brand new patch report. It's a condensed breakdown of some of the need to knows from the patch notes. Then we'll do a deep dive into the patch notes. Then we're going to go over a bunch of leaks that came out in the past couple of days, skins and whatnot. All right, first things first, PUBG patch report 26.1, Erangel update, tactical gear adjustments. I'm really surprised tactical gears back in the game already. KFC collaboration, it's finger licking good, and more. Full screen, volume up. Let's go.
Welcome to the update 26.1, where you'll experience a rejuvenated Erangel.
Boom. Brand new Erangel already. First up, that's the new Stalber area.
Tactical gear, the launch of a new rank season,
new
and
rank.
Much more. Let's get straight to it.
Yay! Even though we don't play it in North America.
Time to play
Boatyard, ruins,
tourist again, and re-explore Erangel, enhanced with new features and revamped landscapes.
Spotter scope, dude. I still can't get over the fact that tactical gear is added back already. With changes, though. With good changes.
Gain new advantages by discovering
secret securities in Erangel confirmed. We're going to be going over all the hidden locations and where you need to find them at. No worries.
secret rooms. Refine your tactics for the freshly redesigned.
Hold on, go back. So that's the secret door. Level 3 gear. Oh, I was really hoping they wouldn't have level 3 gear in here. I was really hoping there would not be level 3 gear in here. There's AWM ammo in the bottom right corner. Ooh, okay, let's see.
Refine your tactics for the freshly redesigned ruins, and
Milta,
areas.
Stalber,
and
yay!
Keep an eye out for our KFC collaboration. That's finger licking good. We are also reintroducing.
Pause. You can actually eat chicken in the new update. This is not it's not a troll. You can literally eat a bucket of chicken, the french fries, and the drinks, and they'll work as boosts, bandages, and first aids. That's not a joke. It's only in the game for 30 days, though.
We are also reintroducing tactical gear after a brief hiatus, during which we fine-tuned and rebalanced it based on your crucial insights. Now re-established as a world spawn item, we've adjusted the performance of both the drone and spotter scope to better synchronize with the overall game balance. Check the patch notes for all the juicy details.
Oh yeah. Oh, we'll check them. All right. We'll get juicy.
To elevate strategy and teamwork, each squad is now tagged with
blue
a
blood
number visible on the kill feed. Lastly, we've polished up the match report page to offer more precise, match-specific details.
That's cool.
Consider
I like
your
that.
Personal analytics dashboard. There's plenty more packed into update 26.1, so make sure to dive into the patch notes to learn more.
Don't dive into the patch notes. Dive into youtube.com/cdome. I'm going to take care of you. All right, cool. Thank you for the quick overview, PUBG. Now let's get down to the litty, nitty, titty, gritty. So starting from the bottom, now we're here. Again, if you missed the very beginning of this video, it's live server next week for PC, October 11th. Console update, October 19th is when it'll go live for console. It is on test servers today, though. So if you download the PUBG test server on PC, you can play everything that we're going to be covering today now. All right, map rotations. Week 1, Erangel, Miramar, Vikendi, Sanhok, Paramo. Week 2, I'm immediately greeted with unfortunate news because Miramar is not a permanent staple yet into the North America map rotation. We still get Sanhok, Karakin, Sanhok, Paramo, Sanhok, Karakin. Really don't want to see that at all. That's really sad news. Hopefully they make a change for that real soon. I will add in a random map region, large maps have a 25% probability of being selected, while smaller maps have a 12.5% probability. So that does mean that these two small maps that they cycle through have a much lower possibility to be fed into your match queues. But still, it's unfortunate. I think at least in North America, we need more big maps for sure. All right, the big change for this update, the surprising big change. Nobody leaked this. Nobody knew about it. Tactical gear is being added back for update 26.1 with a few key changes. Now, there was some misinformation on Twitter and Discord about how the new tactical gear was going to work. So let's just break that down and make sure everyone is on the same page. Okay, so now the way it's going to work now, tactical gear will be a world spawn. So you will see the items on the ground like we used to originally, way back when it was first introduced. You'll walk around and see EMT gear, tactical backpack, drone, etc. The difference here is that you can pick up as many of the tactical gears as you can fit in your backpack. So not over here in your inventory space. Do they have an image of inventory? They don't. But you know how you have your inventory space on the left, then you have your equipment slots on the right of your screen. On the left, inside of your backpack, you could pick up a drone, you can pick up an EMT gear, pick up a spotter scope, you know, repair kit, all that. You can have as many as you can fit in your backpack, but in order to use one, you have to equip that tactical gear by putting it in your number 6 slot. The process of equipping it locks that tactical gear in for the remainder of the game. So if you have EMT, spotter scope, and a drone in your backpack, and you decide at one point, I want to use the drone, and you equip the drone, once you equip that drone, you cannot drop the drone and then use any of the other gear. The only asterisk there is if you die and are respawned into the blue chip revive system. When you come back, you can pick up a fresh piece of tactical gear. Okay, so you can loot multiple tactical gear, but only one can be equipped. See, why the hell would I want to do that? Well, maybe you pick up 2 of them and then you decide a little bit later which one you want to keep, or maybe you're playing a team game and you pick up, one for you, one for your teammate, and y'all decide who gets what later. Okay, if you re-enter the match after the comeback BR or the recall system, which is asinine that there's still 2 different systems in the game. Everything needs to be the recall system at this point, but that's for another video. Okay, so that's a tactical gear overview. Now, specifically what's changed with the gear. The drone has been nerfed a little bit. Max distance has been reduced from 200 to 150 meters. They've increased the acceleration noise volume, meaning you can hear the drone more easily when it's driving past you or flying around you, so you can look up and shoot it down. They've added a smoke effect to destroyed drones because it was really hard to see when you shot it down and when you didn't shoot it down, because it's one bullet and it goes down, but it's like a zoom, it's like a little fly. Now there's a little smoke trail, as you can see in the middle of the screen. Now you know. Another big one, drones cannot be deployed when you are in a prone position. That's a big nerf to that item, because historically you'd usually just go prone in a corner and pop the drone out. Now you can't. You have to at least crouch, which is going to leave you more exposed to windows or doors and that sort of thing. Spotter scope got a really good nerf. The little triangle tracker has been nerfed a little bit, and this is specifically for smokes. Marker duration has been reduced from 7 seconds to 5 seconds. So if you mark an enemy with the red triangle, it'll only last for 5 seconds. If you mark them outside of a smoke grenade and that enemy runs into a smoke grenade, you will still see the marker for the full 5 seconds. However, if the enemy is already inside of the smoke grenade and you try to mark them, you will not mark an enemy inside of the smoke, as you can see demonstrated here. On the left side, the enemy gets marked here in the smoke grenade. On the right side, he does not get marked. That's a really good change, but the problem there is we're gonna have to do some more testing on it, of course, but smoke grenades, it's not just like a blanket wall of smoke. There's levels to how much smoke is covering the battlegrounds. And if you're 2 inches to the left or 2 inches to the right, maybe your shoulder kind of shows up and it still pings you, maybe it doesn't. So we'll have to take a look at that, and we'll do some more in-depth testing. But overall, it's a good change. I don't know if it's enough to make it back into the game, because they removed it for a good reason, I feel like. They also did not touch the repair kit, which, if you know, has 6 repairs. It can fully repair your armor and helmet repeatedly 6 times. That's very, very strong. And of course, it can repair vehicles, which it got used a little bit. And it can also remove tires, which, didn't get used at all. So I don't know, man. I don't think that the changes they made warrant the gear being added back. I do, however, think making them a world spawn, meaning not everyone starts with one, I think that's a positive direction step, because it is going to reduce the frequency of the gear, and you won't have the choice of choosing what you get. It's kind of just like, oh look, an EMT gear, I guess I'll take that, or a spotter scope, I guess I'll take that. All right, also, before we move on from tactical gear, if you're curious how the heck to use tactical gear, I have an ultimate tactical gear guide video. I'll link it up above or down below, that shows you all of the gear, how to use it, the tips and the tricks with all of that gear. So go check that out if you're interested. All right, now the Erangel update. So this is the map Erangel, got a 3.0 remaster, and we're going to dive into some detail in future videos to go over all the specifics. But the high level overview is that Milta got changed, and we've gone over some of these changes in previous videos, so you might be seeing a repeat. But Milta got a pretty big change. Boatyard and Ruins got a pretty big change. Stahlberg got a huge change. Georgia Pool got a couple of buildings kind of moved around, nothing crazy, besides the secret rooms that got added everywhere. So Stahlberg, Boatyard, Ruins, Milta, and a little bit of Georgia Pool. I think that's high level overview. That's the big stuff. All right, so Stahlberg has a whole bunch of new buildings. So we'll go and explore it. Whole bunch of new buildings, a lot more loot, better roads into and out of the areas. I think there's going to be more hard spawn vehicles here too. So it really should make it a better landing spot, as well as a better end zone spot, ending circle spot. Boatyard got a pretty big change too. So no longer is it a flooded place. It's an actual place you can land with warehouses and homes. And there's a little, is it a weir dam right here that's stuck open, so you can actually drive a boat or a sea-doo into and out of it, which is pretty cool. Ruins got a little bit of an update, not a huge, but a little bit of an update, kind of just a quality of life, more cover inside of the ruins, more item spawn points. So not really a place you're going to want to drop with a squad. If you're a solo or duo, yeah, maybe. It's more or less a better traversal area now. If the circle forces you to move through it, you're not as exposed as the old one. Milta, pretty big change, I think. Pretty big change for Milta. I historically didn't used to go to the old Milta. I think I will be more prone coming to the new Milta. I think it's a bit more balanced, and it's kind of like, if you can just see in some of the images, it's kind of more sectioned off where you can actually land in one side of Milta and fight with your side, as opposed to the old Milta. You landed and you basically took over the rooftops and you kind of dominated the whole city. You had eyes on the whole city. So I like the look and the feel of the new one. Georgia Pool says modified overall layout, relocated some buildings, enhanced the surrounding landscape. I didn't catch that. Added cover such as abandoned cars and trees. Okay, cool. So we'll see how it looks in game. Secret rooms have been added to Erangel. Now, if you're a hardcore PUBG fan, I have another video going over all the secret rooms of every PUBG map, including Erangel. These new secret rooms are in addition to those. So they're the same type of underground bunker areas that are going to require securities, keys. So secret rooms will require world spawn secret room keys, and they're going to have things like level 3 gear, AWMs, grazes, redeployable parachutes, all that kind of stuff, or emergency pickups. I mean, all that stuff. We'll go over all that, and I'll make a separate video of all of the individual locations and get that out to you guys, of course. Red zones are still in the game, by the way. Red zone's still in the game, unfortunately. I thought they were going to remove it for Erangel, but they did not. KFC collaboration is here. Finger licking goodness meets PUBG Battlegrounds. So this is only going to be in the game for what, I think 30 days. Did they specify the date here? The gas station buildings are all completely changed. You can actually go inside of them now. They're like fast food restaurants, and you can pick up literal boxes of chicken, French fries, and drinks. And the French fries work as bandages. The bucket of chicken works as a first aid, and the drink works as an energy drink, a boost. You can literally be drinking the food. Oh, here you go. Look, KFC stores in Erangel are available for 1 month. So that is a fun and neat collaboration. I feel like there's going to be some new skins coming out with it. And I love how they integrated it to actually work with the game. Like, you can eat the chicken and you get healed up. It's just funny, man. I like that. I like when games like really integrate it into the ethos of the Battlegrounds, not just like a billboard like, hey, look, KFC paid us to be in the game kind of thing. So that's cool. And apparently you can order the food in the kiosk. So it says engage with the kiosk using the interaction key. After your order is placed, your nickname will appear on the board, and then you'll get some food. Each player may use the kiosk once per KFC store and once more after phase 4. So you can only have it for breakfast and then for dinner. There's no lunch for KFC. That your name will show up here, and this is the kiosk you use. That's cool, man. Oh, here's the stuff. So this is the first aid, French fries, and the boost. Okay, thermal scopes. They got nerfed, but not really. they kind of got buffed. I'm going to keep it 100 with you. I'm not thrilled about this change. In fact, I would say I'm the opposite of thrilled about this change. They talked about changing thermal scopes in the last dev video. What they ended up doing was simply removing the thermal scopes from world spawn, and instead they spawn it in areas such as care packages, secret rooms, lab camps, and supply drops. So all this does is mandates now more than ever when you play Vikendi, if you play Vikendi, looking at you, Bob, you have to go for the secret rooms, lab camps, and the supply drops. Priority number one. Because if you don't get a thermal scope, and let's say there's only, I don't know, 5 or 6 of them in a match, if you're the person without one, you're dead. It's game over. The person who gets the thermal scope is going to have an even bigger advantage now, because that person can cheese the smoke, hide inside of the smoke or throw a smoke grenade on you and shoot through the smoke when you can't shoot back or see them. Really don't like this change. This is terribly thought out. It's unbalanced, and PUBG seriously needs to consider A, removing the thermal scope, or B, actually nerfing the thermal scope. There's many ways that we've discussed that they can nerf it. One way could be a reducing battery life where it only lasts for like 20 seconds and then the thermal part of it breaks and it just becomes a 4x. They could simply make it where it doesn't see through smoke grenades. That to me makes the most sense. Make it to when you zoom in with a thermal scope, the smoke is it's just hazy. You can't see through it. Yeah, is it realistic? No, but who cares? Like, it's not fun to play against. It's not balanced. It's very cheesy. Something has to be done with that. If they leave it in the game, they'll continue to water down and ruin Vikendi's experience, which is otherwise, I think, a really good map and fun playing map. The terrain of Vikendi is great. The circle playability of Vikendi is great. It's really overshadowed by stuff like this. So really unfortunate to see. Hopefully PUBG hears the consensus from a lot of the community members and take some action there. Let's see. All right, next up, PUBG kill feed. I'm not going to spend too much time on this. The kill feed's been changed where it's kind of, I guess, easier to know which team is knocking who, which is a good thing, because it's kind of like the esports. How, if you watch PUBG esports, if Team Sonics knocks another team, Sonic's symbol will be next to their gamer tag, so everyone at a glance can know which team is killing who. This could be useful in the middle of a gunfight. If there's multiple teams in a city fighting, you can communicate better to your team who's knocking who's flushing who. So that's a good change. That's nice. Ranked update for season 26. It's kind of more or less the same. There's new features. I mean, not features, new emblems, new rewards, new parachute skins. I mean, you guys should be pretty familiar if you already play ranked, what to expect there. Arcade mode is getting changed a little bit because Stalber used to be a TDM, Team Deathmatch mode, which was a great one. That's gotten removed and they've replaced it with Ruins. I haven't played the new Ruins yet, so I can't really say if it's good or bad. To be fair, the old Stalber TDM was kind of just like Ruins, so it'll probably play pretty similar, but I did enjoy the old Stalber one. The match report got changed significantly. This is like the second or third change they made on this in the past year and a half. And I think it's always been improving a little bit more. So now it's going to have kind of just a better drill down of your match stats, your player stats, your hit distribution. That's all cool stuff. If you want to kind of drill down to how you did each match, that's neat. I like that. Weapons page got changed. They'll tell you with each weapon how you've been doing. Stats page got changed. So it's all just good quality of life stuff there. Oh, what's this? Number of self AED revives. Wait. Added. Oh, this is the match. Okay, never mind. We're still on match report. Oh, dude, I got so excited for a second. I thought they were making a nerf to the self AED with this thing. Oh, bummer. I was really hoping they were removing it or something. That's not what that is, though. Bug fixes. Are there any notable bug fixes? Let's see. Throwables could not pass through the Aston Martin DBX 707. Wow, that's a pretty big bug. That's been fixed now. Prevent simultaneous use of healing items and your gun. Okay, that's a good fix. Smoke grenades work better on trees. Replay, death cam. Oh, dang, they didn't fix that. Oh, are you kidding me? Fix the issue where you experience abnormal zooming speeds using the mouse wheel when using a 6x or a higher scope with a canted sight. Dude, that's been one of the longest standing, I'm not going to call it bugs, because it's actually really cool. When you put a canted sight on a scope that had a 6, 8, or a 15, you could zoom in or out very fast with having a canted sight equipped, and now you cannot. That's unfortunate. That's actually a nerf to the 6, 8, and 15x scope. Oh, look at this. Fix the issue where an earring is visible on the screen when in ADS with the hairstyle 45. That's the bug we were having like a week ago. You remember that? I ended up having to change my outfit because I was like, why the hell is there an earring in my face? Good fix. Good bug, or good bug fix. All right, so that's a wrap on the patch notes update. Let me hear your thoughts down here in the Twitch chat, or if you're watching this video on YouTube, down in the comments. Thoughts on the tactical gear being added back as a world spawn. Thoughts on the Erangel update. Thoughts on anything else that I missed.